I don't think reviews work anymore in real estate. It's a totally different dynamic in the real estate industry than it is in other industries where there's a much larger sample size and you get a much greater variance in reviews. And I'm going to explain my thought process behind this based on what your consumer may be doing when they search through the internet to look for real estate agents. But let's first take a look at other industries, because reviews pretty much work everywhere else. Why do I say that? Well, because reviews are everywhere. If we go into Amazon and we're checking out a couple of books, this book here is 4 stars or 4.5 stars. The book underneath has 3 stars. If it's a similar style book written with a similar concept, same genre, most likely I'm going to choose the book that has 4.5 stars over the book that has 3. It's an easy decision because we trust peer recommendations, right? Nielsen concludes 2010 that 90% of people trust peer recommendations, only 14% trust advertisements. So even though I don't know these people, I trust what's on here because there's enough people that provided a review that I think it's pretty legit. Same concept goes with movies. If I'm thinking about renting a superhero movie and I have the choice between Green Lantern over here with a 27% review, or I can go up here and check Captain America, 79%, better reviews, I'm most likely, same genre movie, I'm going to choose Captain America because there's a differentiation factor with the reviews here. So that's important to understand. Let's take a look at how a real estate consumer may be searching for agents, because we know they're going online. We know they could be keying in something like real estate agent reviews or best agents in Downingtown, PA, or wherever you may live. But let's see what they're actually seeing on the other end, because there's a lot of review sites out there, and I recommend using these review sites, but I'm going to explain my thought process behind it in a second. So let's go into Zillow, for example. Probably a site that a lot of your consumers are ending up at because they're checking the value of their home, and they may click on the Professionals tab right over here on the side of the screen. And initially, when they click the Professionals tab, it's automatically sorted by rating, so it takes the highest agents, puts them on top, obviously. But let's just look at the amount of variance between the reviews here. I sorted by name, just so we got a random set. We'll start on tab or page 1 here. As I scroll down through, you can see that most people have 0 reviews. Some agents have reviews, and they're all 5 stars. So if we go to page 2, same idea, and this is my local area, and each example I give will be my local area. So a page of no reviews. Again, we get to another page, 4 reviews, 5 stars, 7 reviews, 5 stars, page after page after page. So here's the interesting thing. Someone can't go in and say, okay, well, here's 5 stars, and then here's 3 stars or 2 stars. I'm going to choose the 5-star one. You're either in the game or you're not in the game for the most part with a lot of these real estate services, and they're all pretty much the same. If I go to Trulia, it's the same idea. You either have good reviews or you have no reviews. So you at least want to be in the game, and I always recommend to real estate agents that you have profiles up on these websites and you have your reviews. But the problem with that is if everybody's exactly the same and it's all homogenized, then they're not going to know who to choose based off of the 5-star rankings. And if you only have 4 reviews, that's not working out so well for you either, because a lot of people can think, or a lot of people will think, that you fudged them. Just like when I go on Yelp, if a restaurant has 4 reviews and it's 4 stars, and a restaurant has 72 reviews and it's 4 stars, guess which one I'm choosing, right? So it can work out. If you're someone like Elisa here in New Jersey, she has 92 reviews on a website called Incredible Agents. So guaranteed she's probably getting a decent amount of business from that. But if we go and we just search for Pennsylvania in general, it's either 5 stars or the lowest score here, which is 1 star. Okay, so now we identified the problem. There are reviews there, but there's no variance in the reviews. You either have them or you don't. So you need to be on there, you need to have your reviews. But what's the next step? What else can we do to differentiate ourselves from the competition? And this concept, or what got me thinking about this actually, was a new product. I was talking with the 2 guys that founded a new service coming out called Verified Professional. And the website's verifiedagent.com. And they were explaining to me how they were fixing that problem in the industry. And they think that they have a good solution for this. Now, this will be out on 11/11/11, and rather than being a designation and rather than being just reviews, they go through a number of other factors and criteria that will prove to a consumer that they are getting a professional real estate agent, a full-time agent that doesn't have any black marks against them. So it's a totally different thought process behind this. There's another service called Social Bios that Realtor.com just recently picked up as well. And they're not doing the straight reviews either. They're doing reviews based on peer recommendations of friends. And that's something that's called hyper social marketing. If your friend says that this real estate agent is better and you trust your friend, then chances are the weight that your friend carries will carry over into your decision too. So same concept here. So companies are starting to recognize that the reviews simply don't work because the sample size isn't quite as large, and we don't have 1 stars to 5 stars. It's either 5 or none. So these are 2 services that you guys may want to consider checking out. Social Bios will soon be integrated onto Realtor.com. I can give you more details on that later. Verified Professional will be out on 11/11/11 at NAR. I know they're holding a radio show and a number of other things for their launch party, but make sure you go to verifiedagent.com and fill in your email address if you want more information on the service. So Steve Passanelli with Tech Savvy Agent. I hope I just didn't confuse you right there. Please leave your comments underneath if you think I'm right, wrong, or indifferent. Hope you enjoyed the post.